Hey everyone, Alex Mays here, the Real Estate Dude, and we're Facebook Live on the first episode of the inaugural episode, I should say, of How's the Market. So this is going to be a weekly Facebook Live video show answering the most common question that I get in real estate, and that's how's the market. Now, a few admin notes before we get started today. The first one is you really can't answer this question unless you have context. What I mean by that is if you're a buyer, the market's going to look different than if you're a seller, right? And so this video show isn't going to be able to answer those questions for you. What it's meant to do is to put the numbers in front of you so you have the information you need to work with and hopefully to answer a few of your questions. This show is going to have two segments. The first is we're going to go over the numbers of the market comparing 2019 to 2018 or two different years to see kind of the trend of the market and where it's going. The other segment is any questions that I get on this Facebook Live. Next Wednesday will be the next show. It'll be a weekly Wednesday show. I'm going to answer whatever questions I get today to hopefully bring value over time, right? So if you have any questions, if you have any ideas for the show, any other numbers you would want to see, any specific personal questions about your specific property, your specific situation, drop a comment, ask the question. Next week, Wednesday, I answer that question for you. Let's get into it. So, these are numbers for 2019, these are numbers for 2018. Currently on the market in the Valley, so that's Talkeetna, Sutton, Palmer, Butte, down to Point McKenzie, and everything in between, Palmer and Wasilla obviously, there's 845 single-family home listings. So that doesn't include land, that doesn't include multifamily, that doesn't include commercial. That 845 listings. This time last year, there's 866. So right about the same. We're going to have a little bit of difference there, but right about the same. The next most important number, I think, is the months of inventory. The reason why it's most important is because it's the easiest indicator of supply and demand. If we have low inventory, then there's not a lot of supply, and there's a high demand, well, sellers are going to have a lot of leverage. So 2.7, I would say is low. I think average, or what we would consider a balanced market, would be somewhere between 5 and 6. 2.7 is an indicator of sellers having leverage, meaning it's a seller's market. The reason why is, first off, months of inventory. Right now there's 845 homes. The rate at which we're selling homes, if we got no new homes on the market, it would take us 2.7 months to sell those homes, right? So that's exactly what months of inventory is. Then, let's say you have a ranch home, and you're the only ranch home listed on the market. You're going to be able to demand more money because you have the only home on the market, right? Now, if this was 8 months of inventory, there's a lot higher likelihood that there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ranch homes on the market. So now you have competition. You can't demand that premium price. That's why this is considered low. This is considered a seller's market, right? Last year we were at 3.1, so we've had a little bit less inventory, and we feel that, trust me, there's a lot less inventory. So if you're looking at selling, now's a good time. But even still, this time last year, we were in the seller's market as well. Average sold price, $290,125. 2018 was $283,730. Inflation is about 3%. This is real close to 3%. So we're pretty much matching inflation rates. We're not having spikes in prices. We're not having drops in prices. We're staying pretty balanced here. Then the final thing is your average days on market. This year is 52. Last year was 58. So if you listed your home, and these are sold numbers. So if you listed your home, the average amount of time that you would have to wait for someone to sell and close on it, just to get under contract, is 52 days. So we're looking almost at that 2-month mark. So that's pretty slow. So this tells me there's not a whole lot of demand. This tells me there's not a whole lot of supply. These numbers don't really relate to each other. Normally you see low supply, it goes fast because one ranch home comes on the market, bow, we buy it right away because there's 3, 4, 5 buyers looking at it. So when you compare these two numbers, this one is kind of telling me there's buyer's leverage, this one's kind of telling me there's seller's leverage, and the number I don't have on here for you is the average list price to sold price is higher. So average list price is in like the 292, 293 range. So homes are sitting on the market for 52 days. They're getting lower than listed price, but there's not a lot of inventory. So we're really in a shifting market here, and we're definitely feeling that in the real estate in the Valley, the real estate market in the Valley. So there's your numbers. I hope that helps. I hope if you have any questions, put them down. And it's a short one today because I got no questions to answer. So till next Wednesday, My name's Alex Mays, the real estate dude. Thanks for watching. Hope it adds you value. Now you get to stare at the wall a little bit while I walk around and turn off my camera.